In November of 2018, Liv Harrison, a 19-year-old barista, was found dead in her apartment, covered in stab wounds and cuts. Harrison was living with her 26-year-old boyfriend, Ronald Tucker Jr., and one of Tucker's female relatives. The responding officers arrived at the scene and observed Tucker standing over Harrison's body with a knife in his hand. And when the officers attempted to take him into custody, he tried to commit suicide by cutting his own throat. He also tried to stab himself in the stomach, but the officers were able to subdue him. But this is not the first time that Tucker was violent. Only 1 year earlier, Tucker had discharged a firearm inside the same home, and the same female relative tried to take the gun away, but Tucker pushed her to the ground and began to choke her. In another case, there was a woman and her 4-year-old son who were murdered by the husband, who was actually a jailer at the county jail. And after committing the murders, the jailer called 911, turned a gun on himself, and pulled the trigger. It was later discovered that the wife had previously reported being abused by her husband to the police. And the father of the murdered woman had also made reports about the abuse on several occasions. The father claimed to have seen marks on his daughter, including having black eyes. And in December of 2016, Lauren Darnell Cuisance was murdered by her then boyfriend, Sherman Luke Bellegarde. Now, Bellegarde had a history of domestic violence with a prior relationship, and Cuisance had actually made a total of 6 reports to law enforcement concerning Bellegarde. Cuisance's life was tragically cut short, and she died alone on a back road. The abuser kicked her in the head repeatedly while she was on the ground before he left her to die. Bellegarde himself was actually a victim of domestic violence when he was a child. My name is Benjamin Clay, and I am the chairman of Noni's Landing. And today we'll be addressing an epidemic that plagues our society known as domestic violence. Then we will discuss what our plans are for combating this problem. The stories that you just heard are heartbreaking, and unfortunately, they're not isolated incidences. Crimes like these are committed across the nation in every state, in every city. They're victims from every walk of life, every religion, and every socioeconomic background. Domestic violence does not discriminate. Chances are you know someone that's been a victim. To get a better idea of the scope of our problem, let's look at some numbers. On average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. During 1 year, this equates to more than 10 million individuals. 1 in 4 women experience severe intimate partner physical violence, intimate partner sexual violence, or intimate partner stalking, with impacts such as injury, fearfulness, post-traumatic stress disorder, use of victim services, and contraction of sexually transmitted diseases. 1 in 10 women have been raped by an intimate partner. 1 in 4 women have been victims of severe physical violence, like beating, burning, strangling, by an intimate partner in a lifetime. And on a typical day, there are more than 20,000 phone calls placed to domestic violence hotlines nationwide. And 1 in 15 children are exposed to intimate partner violence each and every year. And 90% of these children are eyewitnesses to this violence. These women and children need our help so desperately to get out of the situation they're in. The statistics that we just covered are disturbing, and it's nearly impossible for these individuals to escape on their own accord. Abusers tend to hide their true colors until after the victim has become emotionally involved with them. And once the abuser has this connection, then their true nature comes out. Abusers do not commit violence all the time either. They tend to go back and forth almost like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which confuses the victim and makes them feel as though the abuser maybe can change. And the victims often still love the abuser. But the abuser will limit the victim's freedoms and isolate them, and they'll control the finances and even go as far as sabotaging the victim's reputation. All of the manipulation that goes on solidifies the control that the abuser has over the abused, and this creates a sense of helplessness in the mind of the victim. Our vision at Noni's Landing is to be the hand that helps these individuals rise above their circumstances. We want to be the beacon of hope to those who have none. And we will stand beside them and give them the opportunities and resources needed to escape their situation and build a new and empowered life. We want to be the conduit of change to these individuals, a change from victim to a victor. Noni's Landing is a hideaway house for women and children who are victims of domestic violence. And here at Noni's Landing, we provide opportunities needed by these individuals to pull themselves out of their present situation. We have a secret location that has 24/7 security, and this ensures a safe environment for our residents to heal and grow. We give them the opportunity to thrive and prepare to move forward and onward with their lives with the confidence needed to be fulfilled. Here at Noni's Landing, we teach life skills that are needed to be independent and successful. These life skills include cooking, cleaning, balancing a budget, self-defense skills, and many, many more. Every victim that comes through our doors deserves to be successful and their own person. They deserve to be happy and fulfilled, but most of all, they deserve to be safe. We offer an environment for these individuals that enables them to pull themselves out of the mire and look back, knowing that they can do anything. We offer counseling services, and this allows the individuals to express their thoughts, concerns, and fears. Now, we've partnered with national and local resource organizations, and we actually walk each one of our residents through the process of applying for these resources. And they include legal and financial resources, job placement, job skills training, counseling, like I said before, housing, support, and even children's services. The inspiration behind this organization is my 5-year-old daughter, Noni Lisbeth. When I see victims of domestic violence, I can't help but picture my daughter. Every person is someone's child, and every child deserves to be safe and fulfilled. But we can't do this alone. Yes, we've partnered with local businesses and churches, but we need you. We need helping hands that are willing to put in the effort to assist our victors. We need people like you that care about our community and want to change the way things are. We must do something to stop this epidemic. I want to thank you for your time, and I look forward to working together with you and providing hope to these individuals and empowering them to take control of their circumstances.